Okay, so this is going to be the Aquarius love reading. So anyone with prominent Aquarius placements in your birth chart, thank you so much for being here. If you're cross-watching for an Aquarius, welcome into the reading as well. So you are the last sign that I need to do on this Zodiac love and relationship series that I did. So if you're interested in watching the rest or any of the other signs, those readings are posted on the channel. So just take a look at those if you're interested. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I would love to have you there. And then also, like the video, press the little thumbs up button if you were able to gain any perspective or insight from today's reading. I would really appreciate that as well. All right, so let's see what is in the love department for Aquarius, please. Let's open up. What is happening? Let's open up the channel. Sorry, the cards were just a little bit messy, so I'm just double checking them. Okay, they look good. All right, let's regroup. We are looking at Aquarius. We are opening the channel for Aquarius and receiving messages for the Aquarius collective, for the group that I'm reading for today as it relates to love and relationship at this time. Aquarius, Aquarius. What is the energy for Aquarius as it relates to love and relationship, please? All right, let's see what comes through. I'm going to try my best for Aquarius because every time I do one of your readings, I get distracted with this buzzing electric feeling that runs through my body. Today it's not super bad, but I did have a lot of distractions trying to get started and get this reading going before I started recording. So I don't know if that says anything about your current energy. You may be distracted or have a lot of challenges that are coming in between you and your relationship or you and your love interest in some way. All right. So right now, there is a big pivotal moment in your love life. At this moment, for most of you, whoever the group that I'm reading for, there's a question of should I stay or should I go? And it looks as though you have admiration and love and affection and interest in someone. And you would like to give your heart. You would like to offer love. I'm getting a feeling that Aquarius wants to love. Yes, of course, be loved as well. But more than anything, there's a thing about wanting to love. Like, provide their love, give their love. You are turning to the universe in some way and sort of energetically like connecting with a part of you or with a part of your higher self or spirit in some way. And it's like, here's what I have. Here is everything I have to offer from a love vibration. You know, like give it to someone or allow me to give it to someone. I don't know if you're in a relationship now. I'm also feeling for some of you that that question of should I stay or go, it's almost as though you're choosing to go, but you're asking the universe or someone or something to make sure that your person knows how you feel, like even though you're going, to make sure that your person can feel your love forever, at all times, always, even though you're choosing to go into this other chapter of your life. But yeah, so there's a judgment call here. Universe is bringing an opportunity for you to make a decision. I don't know if your person is going with you. You are reaching out to them energetically to see if they are in your environment, in your energetic field, if they're not there physically. But we will see what their cards say. There's a yearning to love. There's a yearning to be loved. There's a yearning to connect. It's like I have so much love in my body. I have so much love in my heart. Like I'm going to burst from it. And I need to give it away. I need to do something with it. Someone needs to take it. Someone needs to have it. Okay? Let's see what your person is going through and what their energy is at this time as it relates to love and relationship right now. For the sake of the reading, Aquarius, to make it easier on me, this side over here is I'm going to call this side Aquarius and this side your person. But you reverse the roles as needed. All right, what else is coming through for Aquarius's person? Their cards are a little stiff. And maybe a little bit of stubbornness on their part. All right, let's see what's coming through, please. So they also have the Judgment card, like you do. They have the Eight of Cups, Judgment, and the Empress. So for them, there's a sense of also the same feeling of like staying or going, because the Eight of Cups talks about a time where we are choosing to leave something behind for the sake of something that we really want. There's like a little bit of a sacrifice energy here. So I don't know if there is something within the relationship or in your environment that is making this person, your person, feel like this relationship is hindering them from something that they really do want. And something has happened within this time frame that the universe is presenting them with an opportunity to see that, excuse me, and make a decision as well, whether or not they are staying or going. And I think what they're going toward is more abundance in some way, a better life, a better way of living. Maybe they're going toward themselves to grow themselves and create a more, like a better quality of life for themselves. Because the Empress, you know, talks about a type of person who has created a life and has everything that they pretty much need. Like the Empress is usually not the type of energy that goes without. And if there is an element in this person's life that is missing, like maybe they have the love with you, but they have goals and aspirations, right? Like maybe they need to focus on their career to build their career and build a name for themselves, or maybe they need to focus on going back to school. Like there's like a big element in their lives that it seems as though they need to focus on. And I don't know if that means letting the relationship go, like as that sacrifice that I was mentioning, letting the relationship go in order to gain abundance somewhere else in another part of life. There's an element of family coming in here as well. I don't know if this person needs to follow in their family's footsteps. I'm feeling that. I feel like the people that influence them, their caregivers, their mentors, you know, The more elder people are watching this person go through their life and make sure that they create a good, sustainable, high quality type of life. I don't know if this person depends on their family or their elders to provide them with something, like if they pay for their college or if they pay for their car. Like there's an element of the family and other people being involved here. Interesting. All right, let's see what else there is. Let's go deeper into the reading, see how this story is going to play out. So for the Aquarius, how does the Aquarius feel about this relationship and their person? Let's dive into the emotional aspects here. I don't know why Spirit is coming in so strongly over here, like an angel coming through. There's a need for balance, having some patience as well, creating, like incorporating two elements together, like alchemy in a sense. Coming from a place of love, compassion, wisdom, faith more than anything. There's an element of faith. Got the Four of Cups. So you feel like nothing is really happening right now within this relationship. You feel, I don't know, like just a little stagnant or let down or bored. I think that you want a peak of energy to happen in the love department. Like you want, there's something high, like a, sorry, how can I explain this? Like, it's like an orb of love, and it's like hovering around you, right? And it doesn't know where to go. You don't have any direction to send this orb of love to. And that's the feeling that I was getting. Like more than anything, yes, you want to feel loved, and that's important, but more than anything, you have this orb of love that you want to express. You want to love someone. And I don't know if you have the opportunity to do that right now with this person. It seems like I have all of this within me and I can't do anything about it. And so there's just an element of like laying around, you know, like knowing that all of this lies within you and you can't express it. I mean, you can express it if you think of it from a form of like it just being a vibration. It doesn't have to be directed to a specific person. If you have this energetic orb ball just building and building and building within you, and you feel like you don't have a person or you can't give it to this person, you can still express it in so many different ways. You can still release it in so many different ways. Like going into something you love, going into some humanitarian work, you know, getting creative, working with your hands, going into the garden and, you know, growing life, going, like giving it back to yourself, self-love, self-nurturing. Like there's so many areas. It just feels like a energetic buildup that needs to be released. And you're thinking too literal, you're thinking too linear, you're thinking too like specific to one person. But it doesn't have to be one person. It doesn't have to be this person. Even though I understand you have love for them, but you don't have to hold it all in. You can express it and do something with it at the same time, because Temperance is here talking about patience, that you're being patient, waiting for your person. You have the Four of Swords. So you have 2 fours in your energetic emotional field. So you do feel like there is definite stagnancy and nothing is happening. You are coming out of a heartbreak. So you are in the healing phase at this time. You're just waiting for something to happen instead of getting up and making something happen yourself. I don't know why you feel like you need to wait for something to happen. How does Aquarius' person feel about them, please? And the relationship? What is in the energetic, emotional space for them? The Ace of Cups, so they do have love. And the Three of Swords, there's definite heartbreak here. This person does love you. And for whatever reason, the both of you cannot be together, and this person is hurting about it. You have similar energies as it relates to the 3 and 4 of Swords. Whereas the 3 is the loss, is the literal pain. And the 4 is the healing of the pain. So essentially the both of you are, in my opinion, sort of going through the same thing. You're longing for them. They have love for you, pure love here. I don't know. I feel like outer influences are creating this separation. Like they have this need to abide by the rules of the family, the rules of the legacy that the family holds. Like maybe they have a responsibility to continue a sort of legacy that the family has, in a way. Expectations that the family has from them. It doesn't have to be family. It could be society. It could be like how they were raised and what their environment and their caregivers instilled in them. Like maybe their family is not specifically like present nowadays as they are an adult, but they come from a childhood where certain values were instilled into them, and they have gone their life thinking that they have to act this way, they have to be this way, they have to do this as a career, they have to have this type of family or certain type of relationship or whatever. And so even though the family is not necessarily in their face at this time, they are instilled with that. So they're trying to live that out, right? What they think or what they perceive that would make their family proud, or themselves even. Like maybe because of that, they grew up thinking a certain way about how their life was supposed to be for themselves. And for some reason, maybe this relationship doesn't live up to that idea or that ideal standard that they have for themselves. So even though they love you and they care and all of that, there's a harsh, like a strong sense of value and standards about their life and what they need their life to be like and look like, whether or not the family is involved. So the family could be involved instilling this now in the present moment or in their childhood. So therefore they feel they have to make their family proud, or because of how they grew up, their environment, their family, when they were a child, society, whatever, somehow, some way, something was instilled in them that they think to themselves, this is the life they've always thought, this is the type of life I want. Therefore, they have worked throughout their life to get the type of life they want. You come into the picture, there's a connection, there's love, all of that stuff, but it's not a part of that lifestyle or that life that they have worked so hard to get. So they feel that they have to leave it. Leave the relationship. All right. What does Aquarius want from this relationship? Woo. 7 of Pentacles. Aquarius wants to fix it. Aquarius wants to see where things went wrong and be able to come up with a solution, a compromise, in order to get it back and do it better this time. It's like Aquarius is like, what do you need from me? What can I do? How can I live up to this standard? How can I be a part of this life that you want so, you know, bad? Like, how can I fit into it? How, like, what do you need me to do to be different? You know, like going back to that whole feeling I was getting from the beginning of Aquarius wants to give their love. So in other words, it's like be of service, right? Like giving the love, doing what it takes for the other person to be happy, because they want to love the other person. Their happiness is reflected of their person's happiness, right? So their person is happy, Aquarius is happy. So it's like, tell me what I need to do better. Tell me who I have to be, you know, however that looks, in order to make this work. I'm also feeling that on this side, because it's not working, I think there may be moments, secret, private moments, where you feel inadequate and you're really hard on yourself, and you that critic self-talk that you have can get pretty bad, right? You want to be careful with that. You don't want to hurt yourself because of this situation, like, you know, mentally create some sort of, I don't know, cage where you feel that you have to go to beat yourself up in, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm getting that. That is super harsh. I understand. I'm so sorry. But that's the feeling that's coming through. But yeah, Aquarius wants to fix it. What does Aquarius's person want from this relationship, please? Nine of Swords. This person doesn't know what they want, really. They're too much in their head. They're too stressed out. This is too much for them to handle right now. For them to even think of a way out of it. For them to even think of like the possibilities of how it can work. They're too stressed. They have so many thoughts going on in their mind right now. And I think that's another reason why you're sort of just staying out of the way and being quiet. What is keeping this connection together? What is bridging this relationship? The Lovers. You're connected. You have a connection. You have a soul bond. You love each other. You care about each other. You're attracted to each other. You have fun with each other. You're each other's best friend. Like, You can confide in one another. There's understanding. There's respect. There's, I don't know. Did I say attraction? There's attraction. Someone has to be strong. The both of you have to be strong. Be brave. If you want this to work out, you've got to be brave. You've got to just be yourself. Especially this person on this side. Like, come from this authentic love place. Like, get out of the distractions, of the expectations, of the matrix, in a sense, right? Like, what is it that's holding you back? I understand this person probably wants it. This person has a life that they have seen in their head their entire life, and they have been worked at it. And I get that it's like a big deal, especially if you're older. You've already accomplished some of those aspirations and goals that you've had. You're already sort of almost there to get like the life you want, the life you've always wanted, and all of a sudden something comes through that totally throws you off, but it's something that you still want at the same time. So there's a confliction there around, you know, my whole life I've been investing my time, my effort, my blood, sweat, and tears to get this certain lifestyle, this certain thing I want in life. And now all of a sudden this person comes in and, you know, I love them, I fell in love with them, and I want to be with them, whatever. But it doesn't look like what I've been working on my whole life. And that's attachment to this thought process. It's not living in flow of like allowing change and allowing the universe to step in and guide you, you know, to a place where like it's simultaneously you are growing, you are evolving, you are developing, right? Like we all do this year after year. And the things that we thought we wanted, you know, 5-10 years ago when we were kids, no longer are no longer, right? Because we evolve and we experience and we change and we flow and we shift, you know, and sometimes things come through that we had no idea we wanted, and we get a taste of it and it's just like, whoa, I love this, right? Like this is so interesting. Or if it's a person, like, wow, I never thought I would be attracted to this type of person or whatever. Like, to be open to receive these blessings, to be open to change course and not be so attached to the lifestyle that you see for yourself forever, right? Like, that's part of the beauty of life as well, of like our ability to continue to create. There's like a sense of, I have come this far, but my soul no longer feels fulfilled doing this anymore. But this is what I've always wanted. But something within me is not happy doing it anymore. Therefore, you have the opportunity, and it's a beautiful thing, to create again. Right? You've created a lifestyle. Great. Wonderful. Beautiful. You know, your blood, sweat, and tears went into it. Great. Wonderful. Beautiful. Now your soul is calling you to create something different. And how beautiful is that you still have the opportunity to create a different world for yourself while you're still alive on this planet during this lifetime. Right? Like, that's the continuous process. We can change it up. We can create again. We can build again. We can see different forms of ourselves in one lifetime. There's an element of change involved and evolution here. But what holds us back from those things is the blood, sweat, and tears that we've put in, and we think to ourselves, like, I wasted, 20 years working on this one thing for me not to want it anymore. Yes, you did. It wasn't a waste because you learned something. You matured. You developed, right? Like, if it wasn't for the 20 years that you spent working on this thing that you've created and built for your life, you wouldn't be who you are today. Because you went through the failures and the successes. You went through the tribulations. You went through the learning experiences, the development experiences. That's something to be said. That's not a waste. That's an investment. right? And now you can create again from this place that you are at. But it's just all in the perception that we have of things, right? Like our perception creates our reality, for sure. So if you're perceiving this to be like, I can't do it because this is the lifestyle I want and I cannot change, I cannot change, then, I mean, okay, you're never going to change, and that's just it. You'll be heartbroken because this person's not going to be part of your life. But if you change your perception to like, why not? Why can't I incorporate this relationship into my life? Why can't I have this person around me while I continue to build, you know, these other aspects of my life that I've always wanted? Why not? Right? What blessings, what opportunities, what shifts in lifestyle, you know, will this bring? This is like a little change in direction to see like what else you're made of, what else, you know, what other types of experiences you can have within your life. Anyway, for whoever needed to hear that. What else for this relationship, please? There's a need to communicate and be on the same page. Collaborate with one another. Exchange of ideas and wants and like, what can we do? How can we work this out? Another Four of Swords. There's healing. There's major healing involved here. By communicating with one another and like putting your cards on the table and like, this is like, hey, this is everything, the good and the bad, right? My good thoughts and bad thoughts about this situation. All of the things that I feel hinders our relationship from blooming. Like, you know, my faults and my strengths, like just here's all of me, right? And then the other person, here's all of me. Okay, well, what can we do with it type of thing? And with this type of conversation and communication where you are being raw and vulnerable and open and authentic and honest and truthful, there's a healing process that happens with that here. But it's being brave enough to be able to do that. What else, please? The Chariot, yeah, coming up with your plan, with where you're going from it, the truth. By communicating, there you can be able to heal some of these things, bring down that tension, bring down the stress, bring down the anxiety. Notice how the both of you can be there for one another and be like, I got your back, you got my back through this whole thing. There's healing involved, and with all of this communication, we'll bring a plan. We'll bring the path, not a plan. We'll bring the path with the Chariot card here. A path that is definitely divinely guided. There is something about, with the Chariot showing up, even the Temperance card, there is something about where this relationship has the potential to go, the path, the direction that the both of you, the relationship itself has the potential to go, that is guided divinely. Like there is a bigger purpose at the end or along the path, along the journey for the both of you here. And a big part of me is telling me that this side has come into this side's life to wake them up, with the Judgment card as well. And even from the get-go, right? She's like, are you coming? Are we going through this portal? Right? Are we going into this next chapter here? This path that has been set forth, this opportunity by the universe for us to follow. Who knows why? That's the fun of it. Who knows why? You have no answers right now. You only have faith. If you're brave enough to do it. But yeah, it's a big step. It's a big decision. And it's all about having the faith in the universe, having the faith in yourself, trusting one another, holding on to the love, right? The love is the cure here. Love is the cure of everything. If there is love, anything is possible. If there is love, you cannot go wrong if you just hold on to that and get out of the distraction, get out of the expectations, get out of the matrix, get out of, you know, society and, you know, the how you grew up and all of the things. Just hold on to these cups, the love. Trust in that. Okay, well, whoever that was for, I hope you were able to gain something out of it. I so appreciate your time and energy listening to this reading. If you were able to gain any perspective, please like the video, press the little thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Look out for your other signs, and I should be coming out with the weekly reading soon because I am recording today. It's on Friday. So by Sunday, there should be a weekly reading, including astrology and a tarot reading for each element. So check that out if you're inclined to do so. Thank you so much. We will see you on the next one.